Hello students, welcome to the 5th session of CSEET, Paper 4, Part B, Communication and Presentation Skill for Viva was 30 marks. Now, in this session, let us recollect the inputs from the previous session on the parts of speech which we discussed elaborately. Once it's done, we'll understand subject-verb agreement. Okay, moving forward. I had requested you all to refresh your memory on parts of speech which you studied in school and which we recollected in the previous session. I thought we'll just have a small little exercise to find out whether you remember the parts of speech we discussed that day. So here you have the sentence, and a particular part of speech in a particular sentence is highlighted in a different color. You just have to mention the part of speech. So in this, it's a sunny day. What's the part of speech here? Yes. It is a pronoun. The word used instead of a noun is a pronoun. The next sentence is rain and sunshine together is a rare sight. The word highlighted here is and. So what's the part of speech here? Yes, it's a conjunction. The third sentence, the word highlighted is melodiously. What is the part of speech? Yeah, the word melodiously is describing or explaining or qualifying the word sing. What is sing? Sing is a verb. The word which qualifies a verb is called an adverb. Hence, this is an adverb. Okay. The next one. Mary had a little lamp. What is this? Yeah, simple. It's a noun. She sings melodiously. Yeah, she sings melodiously. What is sing? Sing is a verb. Hence, we write verb here. Deepak has many friends. The word which determines or limits. Yes. Determiner. We travel by bus. The word which shows the relationship between the noun and the verb is called, yes, you're right, it's called preposition. It has been a pleasant day. Some expression, a sudden expression. Yes, you're right again. Interjection. The night sky is full of bright stars. What is star here? Noun. The word which qualifies the noun is called, yes, you're absolutely right, adjective. So we are thorough with the parts of speech. Now I think we should move to the next component, subject verb agreement. Now before that, I thought we'll just have a small brain teaser, or just a kind of refreshment from the session. I give a sentence. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Could any one of you tell me the uniqueness of this sentence? Yeah. This sentence has the alphabet A, B, C, D. Yes, you got it. Yes, start looking for E, then F, G, then H, then I, J, K, L, M, yes, N is in, yeah, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, where is X? Fox, yeah, X, Y, and then Z. So this sentence has all letters of English alphabet. So such a word is called pangram. This is just for information. It's got nothing to do with your viva, hopefully. Okay. Now I'll give one more sentence. This pangram is a sentence that contains all the letters of the alphabet. Now I have one more sentence. Oh, the brown fox jumps quickly over the lazy dogs, and he, runs into the forest. He runs into the forest. Now, this was about all letters from English alphabet. This is about all part of speech here. So first we begin with the noun, and then we have the pronoun he. Then we have the adjective brown. What type of fox? Brown fox. It is qualifying noun. Then we have verb. Then we have adverb telling how it jumped. Then we have preposition into and over. Right? And then we have conjunction. We have determiner, and then we have interjection. This is just for an entertainment. Okay, we'll go to the subject and verb activities now. So what is subject verb agreement? In English grammar, the subject is a part of a sentence or a clause that commonly indicates what is it about. Okay, subject is a part of the sentence or a clause, or a sentence or a clause that generally indicates what is it about. It is raining. It is explaining what is it about. Or who or what performs the action. The cow is grazing. The subject is typically a noun or a noun phrase or a pronoun. Am I clear? A subject is a part of a sentence or a clause that generally or commonly indicates what it is about. It's raining, it's whatever. Or who or what performs the action. Here it is the cow which is grazing. The subject is typically a noun or a noun phrase or a pronoun. To understand it better, we'll also go back to what a verb is. We have discussed what a verb is in detail, but just to bring the connection between a subject and verb, we'll understand what a verb is. So what is a subject? Generally a noun or a pronoun or a noun phrase. What's a verb? As we know, the verb is a word which denotes action, like work, play, climb, right? I've given a couple of examples here. There is something called auxiliary verb. Auxiliary or helping verb are used together with the main verb to show the verb's tense or to form a negative or a question. Some common auxiliary verbs are is, was, have, be, do, can, shall, etc. Now, understand, auxiliary verbs are so called because they help to form the various tense, mood and voice of the verb. If you're not understood very well, let it be. As we go forward with exercise, you will understand what exactly an auxiliary verb is. Some of the examples I've given here is he. Okay, in this word sentence, work by itself is a verb. Is this auxiliary verb? It is talking about the tense, present tense. Study is a verb, but must talks about the compulsion, the mood. She should teach. She is the pronoun or the subject here. Teach is the verb, and it said she should teach. It doesn't say she must teach here. It says she should teach. Again, a mild compulsion. The fourth sentence, Shaila can sing. Shaila is the noun, that is the subject. Sing is the verb. right? She again, if you consider this as a separate sentence, she again is a noun, sing is a verb. Now we have auxiliary verb telling Shaila can sing. Ability, can is used for ability. I can do, I can't do. Ability or not having the ability or willingness to do. Shaila can sing, but she doesn't sing. So here the mood is of ability, here is the mood of intention. I can do it, but I don't want to do it. So hope you're clear about subject. In a sentence, a noun or a noun phrase or a pronoun is the subject and a verb is a verb. In certain sentences, we would have only the auxiliary verb. An auxiliary verb is a helping word which is used to convey the tense, mood or the voice of the verb. Yeah, probably this makes it easier for you. What is subject-verb agreement? Subject-verb agreement means your subject, that is the noun or the pronoun or the noun phrase, and the verb must match or agree in number. That I'll explain a little later. Please remember this. If you have a singular subject, I, you, he, Kamala, Suresh, cow, dog, singular subject, then you must use a singular verb. Here, dog is a singular subject. Only one dog, so it is a singular subject. What is it doing? It is barking. Barks is a singular verb. Yes, a noun or a subject, when it is singular, it does not have s. I'm giving a shortcut for you to remember. Whereas the verb, when it has s, it is a singular. Got it? Noun is not a singular if it has yes, that is, if it is a singular, it will not have s, whereas verb will have s when it is a singular. So the dog barks. What does it say? If you have a singular subject, then you must have a singular verb. Dog is singular, the subject is singular, the verb barks is also singular. Similarly, if you have a plural subject, then you must use plural verb. Dogs is plural, right? Dogs is, I don't know, it may be 10 dogs or 5 dogs or 2 dogs, plural. And what do? They bark. Again, this verb is a plural. So it's very simple. Noun singular will not have an s. Verb singular will have an s. I mean, this is a shortcut. It's not a grammatical rule. It is a shortcut for you to remember. A trick probably. Dogs is a plural because it has s, and bark, the verb here, is a plural because it does not have s. Now let's understand this better with a couple of examples. Some of the subjects which I have listed out here is everyone, everybody, birds is a plural, bird is a singular. So these are some of the subjects. These words which I have given here are subjects. Now we have to use verbs which are in agreement with the subject. Do you understand? The exercise now here is we must use the verb which is in agreement with the subject. So everyone, what's the verb? Is. Generally we use the word is with everyone. Everyone is cautious. These days everyone is cautious about health. With everybody we may use is or are because it is contextual. There are times when we use everybody as singular and times when we use them as plural. Is is singular, or is plural. Next, the rule says that if the subject or the noun is plural, the verb should also be plural. Plural verb will not have an s. Okay, going by that rule, what should be the word here? Birds fly. Bird flies. This is singular, hence this is singular. Now I'm talking about present tense. I mean, I'm not going deep into grammar, but simple discussion. Present continuous. Bird is flying, because there's only one bird. It is singular. Here, birds, therefore it should be, yes, you're right, are. If this was past tense, bird, if it was, bird was flying, then here it would have been birds were flying. Now a flock of birds, why is it singular? Though we say birds here, we are talking about one group, a flock. Therefore, a flock of birds is flying. If it was only birds, it should have been are. Since it is a flock of birds, it is one unit, it is a singular, therefore it is a flock of birds is flying. Okay, a little more advanced. Students, plural. So are present tense, were past tense. Students are playing, past tense, were playing. In the previous slide we discussed about tenses, right? So here just talking about present and past, simple. Students are playing, student is playing, students are playing, student was playing, students were playing. A class of students, again, though this is plural, here we're talking about one unit. A class of students is or was playing. Okay, we'll just have a quick run through. Everyone is cautious. Everybody is working. Birds fly. Bird flies. Bird is flying. Birds are flying. A flock of birds is singular. Students, yeah, you'll have to fill in this bracket. Students, what is it, singular or plural? Yes, it is plural, therefore are. A class of students, what is it, singular, hence it is or was. Am I clear? Okay. Now, I was telling you about the subject being noun or a pronoun or a noun phrase. At the moment, I'm focusing only on noun and noun pronoun. I'm sticking on to birds, not because of want of words. So I'm using the same noun or bird, whatever name, so that it is easy for you to remember. I'm listing out now a set of pronouns. I. What is I? First person singular, you all know about it. We is, this is singular, this is plural first person. You is second person singular. You again, you all, second person plural. He or she or it is third person singular. They, third person plural. This is just an example for noun bird and birds. Here we are focusing on pronoun. I, first person singular. We, first person plural. You, first person singular. You all, you, second person singular. You all, second person plural. He or she or it, third person singular. And they, third person plural. So these are first person, these are second person, and these are third person. Now what is the verb which are in agreement with these? Same, bird flies, birds fly. Okay, we'll leave it now. We concentrate on pronoun. I. When you use I, yes, I am for present tense. I'm focusing on present tense here. I am. If it was past tense, it would in I was. I am. I have. I am sitting here. I have had my breakfast. I do understand. So with I, you have am, have, and do. With we, you have we are, we were, we have, we do. We are studying, we were playing, we have to study, we do our work regularly. Then you have you are great, you were in town yesterday, you have to finish work on time, you do it right away. Now you have you plural again, similar, I'll not repeat. Then we have third person singular. He is, she is, it is. He is tall, she is good, it is big. He was studying, she was playing, it was lying around. He has done his work, she has done her work, it has done its duty. The dog properly. Now he does his work on time, she does her work on time, it doesn't bother, or does. The next one is third person plural. They are coming tomorrow, they were here yesterday, they have brought the books, they do not know about it. So if you pay attention here, except for third person singular, the usage of has or have, talking about the usage of as or have, except for third person we use have and do. Only for third person we use has and does. This is one of the common mistakes made by most of the people when they speak. That's why I'm focusing on this, because when you answer your Viva, you should be focusing on all these things. You should not make mistakes here. Suppose there's a question during the Viva asking you to introduce yourself, or the question may be tell me about yourself. Here you need to remember these rules. Okay, we go to the next slide. With the presumption that you have understood the parts of speech well and the subject and verb agreement, we'll move on to further classes. Before that, we'll have a small self-analyzing questions. So what should be the answer here? A school of fish. What is it? Singular or plural? Singular, so S. Doctors and nurses. Plural. So, this is in context with what they're doing. Are. The plural, hence it is are. Do you see the correlation to subject and verb agreement? Now, here this is a question, this is a subject. What should be the verb here? Are you traveling? Again, the next question. Dash I allowed to watch videos? Yes, you're right. Am I allowed to watch videos? So the homework for the weekend or for till the next session is frame your own sentences using various parts of speech with appropriate subject-verb agreement. Please practice by writing, because we all know that, I know most of the children these days don't like to write, but writing once is equal to reading or listening 10 times. I'm not saying this. This is told by great educators. So please remember this. Frame sentences. Go back to the slide. Check whether you're following the rules, whether you've understood the parts of speech and the roles they play. Please understand what is the subject in a sentence. Please understand what is the verb, what's the auxiliary verb. See if they match. Remember the rules of singular and plural for subject-verb agreement. You should be able to speak well during your Viva. Thank you.